It won't take me long to look up this snake on the internet.
I'm just glad I didn't step on the darn thing.
I'm pretty sure it's just a harmless garden snake.
Reese, it's a snake, which means I want it gone. I want you to get rid of it.
You know, snakes are very misunderstood. That's why people are afraid of them.
Reese, I have no desire to understand snakes. Now, you cannot show the snake to Kay. She's even more scared of snakes than I am.
I didn't think Kay was afraid of anything.
I told you. Creepy, crawly things freak her out, especially snakes.
Where is Kay, anyway?
It's hot in here. Why don't you take your shirt off, Miguel?
Yeah, good idea.
Kay didn't heed our warning to stay away from Miguel. Well, honey, you want to be with him? I guess you can die with him. Twigs and sticks, slither and coil. Spread your venom and make their blood boil.
This time, evil Charity's plan will work, Timmy. When those poisonous snakes sink their fangs into Miguel and Kay, they'll die in excruciating pain. Nothing can save them this time.
Smith thinks snakes are gross.
Okay, let's get out of here.
No, you can't leave. I can't stand this waiting, Whitney. I mean, Ethan was all set to choose between Gwen and me, but he said he didn't want to do it without both of us here.
Well, Gwen can't help it if her father had a heart attack, Teresa.
I know she had to leave. And I hope her father is all right. I'm just saying that it would be easy.
No, I'm just saying that I wouldn't be so anxious to hear what Ethan has to say.
You still think he's gonna choose Gwen, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, if he chooses you, don't you realize what that's going to do to his family? They're going to be torn apart, and Ethan's going to be miserable. Is that what you really want?
I don't want Ethan to be unhappy. I just want him to follow his heart.
And if he does follow his heart, you really believe that he's going to choose you?
Honestly, putting my dreams aside, I saw the way Ethan looked at Gwen just now. He loves her. You're right, he's gonna marry her, and I'm just gonna have to find a way to go on living.
You know, this is just unbelievable. You keep going on about how wonderful it is to be in love, but all I ever see is pain. Why do you keep putting yourself through this?
I can't help the way I feel, Whitney.
All right, well, you know what? You can just count me out.
But we made a deal. If Ethan said that he loves me, you would have to tell Chad how you feel about him.
Well, it looks like I'm not going to have to uphold my end of the deal now. Besides, I wouldn't anyway. Not after seeing the pain that you're in, okay? There's no way I would want to put myself through this kind of agony.
Look, you gotta follow your heart, man. You gotta tell Teresa how you feel. And don't even think of saying you made some mistake by saying you loved her.
No, I won't, Chad. I mean, when I thought Teresa might die, I realized how much I do love her.
So you're gonna tell Gwen the wedding's off?
But see, that's just it. I love Gwen too. And I don't want to hurt her. And if my love for Teresa isn't strong enough to make me walk away from Gwen, then I have to be honest and tell Teresa. And besides, if Gwen's father doesn't pull through, then she's going to need me now more than ever.
Man, I do not envy you. Because no matter what you do, you're going to hurt somebody.
Yeah, I know. And I love them both. Eve, I respect you as a doctor, but something isn't right about your story.
My story?
Your explanation for Sheridan's nightmares, that they were only caused by her guilt over her mother's death.
Does something bother you about that, Luis?
Yeah, it just doesn't follow, Hank. Sheridan's mother did not die the night my father disappeared. And that is when she started having her nightmares.
I agree with Luis. There has to be some sort of connection between my nightmares and his father's disappearance.
Well, I can only tell you what Sheridan told me under hypnosis.
Yeah, Eve's the only one who heard Sheridan. She should know what she said.
Exactly, so why didn't you say that in the first place? Why'd you let Sheridan get all strung out thinking that she murdered my father when you knew that she didn't kill anyone? And why did you let me think that she had murdered my father?
Come on, Eve. Think of a good lie. You have to convince Luis that Sheridan's nightmares were about her mother. I'll end up in prison.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
So why do I get the feeling that you don't want Sheridan to connect my father's disappearance to her nightmares?
Would you stop bullying Dr. Russell?
This is all your fault, isn't it, Julian? You threatened Eve that she'd lose her job at the hospital if she continued with the hypnosis. That's why she's trying to convince us my father's disappearance had nothing to do with you and your old man.
Luis, hold on a second here. Are you accusing Eve of something?
I'm not accusing her of anything. I'm just trying to understand why the story changed.
I'd like to know too, Eve.
Sheridan went through a lot of pain to uncover the past and what's been haunting her. This is very important to her to find out what happened that night. And to me. She knew her future was at stake, but she didn't hide from discovering the truth.
You let me come out here and confess to killing Luis's father. Why, if it's not true?
So, was it all a dream? Or did Sheridan murder my father? Tell us the truth, Eve.
You can't run from love, Whitney. I know how you feel about Chad, no matter how much you deny it.
Teresa, I don't believe that people don't have control over their feelings. And I don't want to be in love, okay? I've seen what it's done to you, and I don't want any part of it.
But if your heart tells you that you want to be with Chad, don't you have to listen?
No, absolutely not. I mean, why would a sane person go out of their way to suffer the way that you have suffered?
You're right. I have suffered. And I know it's crazy, but even with all the pain that I've been through, I am still glad that I told Ethan I love him.
Even if he comes back in here and tells you he's still gonna marry Gwen?
Yes. I would give my soul to have Ethan tell me that he wants to marry me. And I know that he cares about me. But not as much as he loves Gwen.
You're in a tight spot, man. I mean, if you tell Gwen that you love Teresa and that you're calling off the wedding, then
Gwen will be crushed.
Yeah. But if you tell Gwen that you love Teresa, but you still want to marry her, then Teresa's going to be the one who's crushed.
Now, if I decide to go through with the wedding, I can't tell Gwen that I love Teresa. What bride wants to walk down the aisle knowing her groom is thinking about another woman?
Yeah, well, you'd be lowered in dirt if you did that.
Yeah. No, but I can't just pretend that I don't have feelings for Teresa. I mean, that wouldn't be fair to either one of them.
Yo, the first thing I think you should do is just put the brakes on these wedding plans, all right? Just put it off for a while till you work all this stuff out.
But if I do that, Gwen's gonna want to know why. And if I tell her why, I know her. She's gonna want me out of her life for good.
Well, I hate to sound cold, man, but yo, maybe that's the best thing. All right? No. Listen, I mean, just a nice, clean break, and then you're free to love Teresa.
No, but I still love Gwen. Chad, we have been together for so many years. I mean, Gwen trusts me. And we have an intimate and loving relationship.
Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. Come on. Yo, and don't forget, you were torn apart when you thought you were going to lose Teresa, and you can't turn your back on that. I mean, how can you even think of marrying Gwen when every cell in your body is aching to be with Teresa?
Here it is. See, it's just a harmless garter snake. I knew it wasn't dangerous.
Fabulous. Now can we let him go now, please?
Yeah, I'll let him go. Wait, listen to this. The black mamba snake out of Africa is the world's most dangerous snake. Its venom produces paralysis of the vocal cords, restlessness, drowsiness, collapse, coma, then death. All in a matter of minutes. Man.
I'm glad we'll never find any of those in Harmony.
Okay, what do you mean I can't leave? I got the lanterns.
I want to talk to you about Charity.
Well, what about Charity? Is she okay?
I don't think so. Miguel, I'm really worried about her.
Why?
I saw her earlier, arguing with a tree.
A tree? You're joking, right?
No. Miguel, I'm serious.
Oh, well, she was probably just talking to herself.
Or maybe she was having another one of those premonitions. And if those premonitions get bad, she may have to be hospitalized.
No, I'm not gonna let that happen. All right, Charity is not a danger to anyone.
Please don't let the snakes kill Kay and Miguel.
Shut up and keep sticking the twigs through the hole.
No! Timmy's not sticking any more sticks through the hole, even if it means you never ever get your powers back.
Dare to test us, doll boy? Do as you're told.
Oh, please, help him. Timmy didn't mean anything.
If you or your little doll boy disobey us again, we're gonna give you snakes for hair.
No, Timmy will be good. Promise.
Oh, yes, we'll do anything you want us to, anything.
Hey, the lanterns are empty. I better try to find some oil.
My dad usually keeps oil on one of these shelves.
Okay.
I'll help you look.
Tabitha, have you seen Kay?
No, I can't say I have.
Charity, do you know where Kay went? I thought she was coming to the shed.
No. I don't know where she went, actually, but Miguel's in the shed looking for some lanterns.
He probably needs a hand. I'll go help.
Oh, no. Reese is gonna find Kay seducing Miguel.
We can't let Reese go into the shed. He'll ruin everything.
No, he won't. He's just gonna die with the other two. He'll kill all the brats.
I brought Teresa's change of clothes. Her doctor said she can go home.
Great. Pilar, I have my car here, so I'll drive you guys home.
No, thank you, Ethan. It's okay. We'll take a cab. Ethan, I think it's best if you and Teresa didn't see each other for a while.
Look, Pilar, I know that you're protecting your daughter, and I don't blame you. But I hope you know I would never do anything to hurt Teresa.
Well, I know you have good intentions, but you're under a lot of pressure from your family and from Gwen's.
I'm terribly sorry for all the hurtful things Mrs. Hotchkiss said, but my mother isn't like that. And you know this, Pilar, she loves you. And if she knows that I love Teresa, she'll accept her.
No, Ethan. The Cranes would never accept the daughter of a housekeeper. Never. And you know it. So before you go in there and tell my daughter something you'll regret, please just think long and hard about what you'll be getting into. Please.
I took a chance on love, and I lost. Ethan is gonna choose Gwen, but I don't regret at least trying.
Teresa, I brought your clothes. The doctor said you can go home.
Mama, will you tell Whitney?
Tell her what?
You have to convince her that it is worth everything to have love. I mean, didn't you love Papa? And wasn't it worth everything? Every obstacle you had to overcome to be together?
Teresita, what your father and I had was very special. I wish everyone could have our happiness. Nina, some obstacles just can't be overcome.
It's Teresa's mom's, right? About your family never accepting Teresa?
I hate to admit it, but yes. And my father and grandfather would be furious if I married Teresa. My mother would go crazy.
So you mean they don't care anything about what you want?
I'm sure that what they want from me is what they think will make me happy. I mean, Chad, my family is not like most families.
Yeah, I got that. Well, like Teresa's mom said, man, you got to think long and hard about this one before you make a decision. Because it's going to affect the rest of your life.
I know. I know I have to make a decision, and I hate it. Why does love have to be so difficult? You know, I thought love was supposed to be this, wonderful thing. But, now I see that it's a double-edged sword. You have one side that's full of great passion and joy, and the other side is incredible pain.
I know, man, I know it. I mean, that's what all them old love songs are all about,
See, I know I have to hurt one of them, maybe both. But I know what I have to do.
Eve, don't let Alistair Crane intimidate you. Or even Julian. Now, they can't make you lose your job at the hospital. If they try, you can sue them. Now, this whole town will fight for you.
I wasn't threatened, Louise.
Well, then what the hell happened? Look, we need the truth, Eve. Now, Sheridan needs it more than any of us. Are you sure that Sheridan's nightmares had nothing to do with my father's disappearance? Or did she see a corpse under a bloody sheet? Was there a coffin taken out of the house or not? Was she told to keep quiet about what she saw as a child?
No one told her to keep quiet about anything because nothing happened. It was all in her mind.
Shut up, Julian! Eve, I need to know the truth. Did I have nothing to do with Martin Fitzgerald's disappearance?
Is my father still out there? Is he alive? Did he run out on us?
Only after he stole all that money from our company.
Bastard.
Luis, okay, cool. You shut the hell up, all right?
Word to God, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna rearrange your face, Julian.
Eve, please don't protect me from the truth. If I killed Luis's father when I was a little girl, then I'm ready to face the consequences.
Even if it means that Luis is going to hate you. I'm not afraid of the Cranes, Luis.
What do you see?
Oh, well, that's good. Because if I do find out they're throwing their weight around, they're gonna regret it.
No one is forcing Dr. Russell to lie. She told you Sheridan's nightmares are related to guilt about our mother's death. The truth is, neither Sheridan nor anyone else in my family killed your father. You just have to accept the fact he simply ran out on you and the rest of your litter.
All right, then I don't want to hear another word about my father from you. Now, if Sheridan's nightmares were about her mother's death, then why did she think that she had killed my father?
I told you because Sheridan was just a little girl who blamed herself for her mother's death. she was told that her mother became ill giving birth to her and never fully recovered. And she probably overheard that there was a lot of blood. So when her mother passed away, Sheridan blamed herself like so many little kids do when their parents die.
But I never saw my mother's face in my nightmares.
So it was too painful and too confusing in your little child's mind. So when you heard that Martin Fitzgerald had disappeared, you transferred the guilt you felt over your mother onto Martin Fitzgerald.
Well, then why did you let Sheridan think that she had killed my father?
I had to rid Sheridan of that unjustified guilt. The only way I could do it was to take her to the point where she actually believed she was a killer and thought that she should be arrested. Then, and only then, could I pull her back to reality and lead her to the truth that she wasn't a killer, that she didn't have anything to do with Martin Fitzgerald's disappearance.
I killed Lois's father. I knew I wasn't dreaming like they said I was. I knew it.
Sheridan, are you sure?
Yes. I remember. I saw his face. It was Martin Fitzgerald.
Sheridan told me under hypnosis that the face that she saw under the bloody sheet was her mother's.
I didn't see her face. I didn't see anyone's face. I always just assumed that it was Martin Fitzgerald under the sheet. Maybe it was just a horrible dream, something that never happened.
Well, it makes sense to me, Sheridan. I don't think you could kill anybody. I mean, it's gotta be some psychological childhood trauma that got mixed up in your mind and caused all these nightmares.
Oh, how correct, Sigmund. Of course she didn't kill anyone. Now, unlock me, Officer Lopez Fitzgerald. As I said earlier, there was no murder, no cover-up, so there's nothing you can charge me with.
Hey, Gwen, it's Ethan. Look, I'm sorry about your dad. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. Because I want to be there for you and your family. And call me as soon as you get this message.
He does love Gwen. Maybe he will go through with the wedding.
And Gwen, I love you. I want to be there for you. Call me.
Reese. I'm sure Miguel can find the lantern on his own. Why don't you show Tabitha and Charity the snake you found?
Snake? Oh no.
Oh, don't worry. It's just a harmless garter snake. Not like the black mamba snake from Africa. I'll go find the snake I caught.
Is that what you're producing here? Black mamba snakes?
Yes. One of them has enough venom to kill 10 men. And 10 women.
Ow!
Kay, you alright?
I think I sprained my ankle.
Sit down.
Take a look at it for me.
Sure. Is it this one?
Uh-huh.
Does this hurt?
Oh, no, not there. A little higher.
Oh, right here. Here, I'm gonna try to find you a bandage or something.
No, don't go!
Pendant makes Charity so evil. She doesn't care who she kills. It won't be long before it's Tabitha and Timmy.
Yes, I'm afraid you're right, Tim Tim.
Timmy wants to take that pendant off Charity.
No, you can't do that. You can't take that risk. Even if you could get it off again, it's too late. The evil forces Charity's put in motion, they've already started. Kay and Miguel will die tonight.
Charity, are you sure you didn't see Kay go into the shed? She told me that's where she was going.
No, someone I haven't seen her.
I can't believe she really did it. But I have to make sure Charity and Reese don't see Kay seducing Miguel.
Kay, does it really hurt that bad? Kay, what is it? Oh my God! We're surrounded by snakes.
Teresa, let's just go, okay? You can't keep letting this happen to yourself.
My car's out front, so let's get you home.
Ethan, I told you it's not necessary.
Please, Pilar. Let me do this.
Fine.
Yeah, wait. Let me talk to you for a second.
Yeah.
So, how's she doing now?
Well, she's heartbroken and miserable. But she says she still doesn't regret loving Ethan. How's he?
Just as miserable as she is. I mean, either way he goes on this, he's going to wind up hurting somebody.
Yeah, Teresa. You know, it just amazes me what some people will do in the name of love.
Still don't buy it, Hank.
Louise, come on, man. You have to accept what Sheridan said under hypnosis.
Do you accept it? You believe your nightmares were caused by guilt over your mother's death?
I trust Eve. She said she's not being pressured by my family. I don't think she would lie about this anyway. It wouldn't be ethical.
Well, there you have it. End of story. Now, uncuff me. Dr. Russell, would you give me a hand? Thank you. We both know Sheridan killed Louise's father. I'm glad that you were smart enough to listen to Alistair. You lied like a pro, Eve.
You must be so relieved, Louise, to know that your father's still alive.
No. Still not sure I buy it. You know, I've been thinking a lot about my father lately. For the first time in years, I let myself remember what a good man he was. I still don't believe that he just walked out on us. Someone or something took him away from us. Robbed us of a father's love.
You still think the Cranes did something to him, don't you?
I'll go to my grave believing it. Julian and his old man had something to do with my father's disappearance. I know it.
All right, well, look, Louise, it's late. Can you just let it go for the night?
I'll try.
Well, I'm beat. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Hank.
You're welcome. Listen, try and get some sleep, okay? You've had a rough night.
Good night.
Night. Night, Eve. Sorry I won't get to see you pose for a mugshot, Julian, but there's always tomorrow, isn't there?
I'm going to go too.
Thank you so much, Eve. Thank you for being so caring.
I hope you rest easy tonight.
I'm sure I will.
Don't think about your past anymore. There's no way that you can reach it. So think about your future. Both of your futures.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Ethan, you may kiss your bride.
I will love you, and only you,
Okay. Let's just try to stay calm, right?
That was Kay.
Kay? Is she in the shed with Miguel?
Yes, and there's something very wrong.
Timmy can't bear to watch.
It won't be long now. Miguel and Kay will be dead very, very soon.
The door's locked. Somebody help me. Hey, are you all right? What's happening? Oh my God.
Simone, I heard screaming. What's going on? Holy moly! Those are black mambas!
The black mama's the one that you were reading about the killer snake?
Yes. Call the police. Call the fire department.
Okay.
Black mambas? Did she say that they're deadly?
Yeah, very deadly. But they're from Africa. What are they doing in Harmony?
Well, I don't know, Reese. How did that happen?
Reese, are you sure?
Those are definitely black mambas.
There's got to be a way to stop them. Just can't figure out where they came from. Okay, according to mythology, snakes are always a sign of evil, of the forces of darkness.
He doesn't know where he is.
Okay, wake up. Okay.
Gal, I just had the worst nightmare. I dreamed we were surrounded by snakes.
Teresa, I think we should wait until tomorrow and talk when Gwen is with us.
Is there anything else to talk about?
Yes, there is. But I don't want to say any more about it until Gwen is with us. It concerns the three of us.
Thanks for driving me home.
I'll call you in the morning to see how you're feeling.
Okay. Thanks.
Good night, Teresa.
Ethan, wait.
What is it?
I know that you don't think it's fair to Gwen. But I can't live another night without knowing. If you don't love me, just turn around and walk away. Then I'll know that you care for me, but not as much as you love Gwen. I'll know that you won't call off the wedding. You're not walking away. I know you love me.
Ethan's still in there. I think we know what he's decided.
Yeah, maybe we do.
If Ethan chooses Teresa, the Cranes will destroy my family.
You made a wise decision, Eve. For everyone's sake.
I meant what I said, Julian. Alistair's threats are not the reason why I lied about what Sheridan said under hypnosis.
If you weren't afraid, then why? Why make up all that psycho babble about Sheridan's guilt over our mother's death?
I believe God will forgive me for lying about Martin Fitzgerald. Because the past can cast a long shadow over love, and I wanted to save Sheridan and Louise that pain.
You seem to be implying that Louise and Sheridan have some kind of relationship.
I think they could. It's obvious that they both want to. Besides, Sheridan was just like a little child when the murder happened. There's no reason to punish her now. I just couldn't let that secret destroy their future when I've got so many secrets of my own.
Oh, you did it for love. I should have known. You were always such a romantic.
Julian, I just saved you from prison. Now don't come on to me like the pig that you are. I might change my mind.
I'm just showing my gratitude. I'm a romantic, too.
You don't know the first thing about romance. I'm just glad that my lie gives Sheridan and Louise a chance to admit their feelings for each other.
I wanted so badly to help you find out what happened to your father. Glad I didn't kill him, though. I couldn't bear to see the hatred in your eyes.
I wouldn't have hated you, Sheridan. I could never hate you.
Your threats worked, Father. Eve convinced Louise that Sheridan did not kill Martin Fitzgerald.
Which means that Sheridan and Louise have one less obstacle to being together.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Well, you better worry about it. You find a way to destroy that relationship. We can never let them be together. They must never discover the truth.